Well, it's the first day of 2017, a new year. I'm just sitting here thinking about some things, and a new year means a lot of different things to different people. Um, First off, I know there's the tension between should it mean something special, should it not? There's a lot of people that enter New Year with a lot of excitement about new things, change, opportunities. Then there's some people on the other side of the fence that kind of see a new year as really not that important. It's just another day. That it's there's something bigger, the person, and what they make of life. It's not just about a day, a new year, things like that. And I think there's a little bit of tension. I would say it's okay to look forward to a new year and the first day of a new year, a new season. We do that in life all the time. In the Christian reality, we just came out of a season where we recognize a day in particular called Christmas. We're actually in the 12 days of Christmas right now. And we have a season leading up to that called Advent. And we set aside time to kind of remember Jesus' coming into the world, what that means, hope, peace, joy, and other things we reflect on. And we have Lent, we have Easter, even in just the rhythms of life. We have anniversaries, we have birthdays, we have cultural holidays. So we just create these rhythms, almost like these liturgical rhythms that we allow in our lives to reflect, to remember, to look forward to as well. And there's nothing, necessarily wrong with that. So I can understand both sides, but want to give space that if people are looking forward to a new year, that it's okay, and we give space for that and allow for that. But also, as I'm just thinking about things for myself, personal reflections, there's a word that's coming to me, or really more a phrase, but it's around the word expectations. That can mean a lot of things to different people. Expectations could be all about, could be very hyped about excitement. This is going to be the great year. This is going to be a new opportunity, maybe new job, maybe new family, maybe new relationships, maybe a whole host of things. It can be even really, really hyped expectations. People don't usually, I think, focus on lowering their expectations for a new year. The phrase that I've got in my own my own heart and mind as I reflect is about adjusting expectations. That's important for me, and in my life a lot of times it's about lowering expectations. I have very high expectations, not in a hype sense, but just life expectations for myself. Growing up as a perfectionist, you can imagine the challenges that can create. I have a lot of hyped expectations, or high expectations, not so much hyped, but life high expectations for my family, my wife and my kids. Just was thinking about this in particular with my kids last night, who are 7, 5, and then we have a newborn who's 6 weeks old. Don't really have a ton of expectations for him other than to poop and eat and sleep and cry. But for my 7 and 5-year-old, a lot of times I expect them to act like 17 and 15-year-olds in their skills and behavior and various things. And that's too high expectations, wrong expectations. And so for me, I'm not just going to say lower expectations, because I think there will be situations where I need to raise expectations. But more than anything, about adjusting expectations. And when I adjust my expectations, when I have too high expectations, I struggle with life. I struggle with my relationships with my family and friends, work and ministry. But when I adjust expectations, it usually helps me. Not to think that I can't expect anything positive or good, or things like that, but to adjust the expectations and remember And we read in the scripture that the Lord remembers that we are just dust. And I think the Lord, in a sense, is willing to adjust his expectations with us. And we need to think about that ourselves. So consider that something to consider about change, a new year, and particularly as we think about the story of change that we're in, that God's writing and bringing us through. Happy New Year.